place to retire and checked around different places, Panama, Costa Rica, a little in Europe, and read about Ecuador and came here just for a visit and fell in love with Cuenca when we came to visit.
So how did you hear about Mai Tai and Gringo Visas?
Doing my due diligence and surfing the web and checking everything once we decided to come here. And the consensus seemed to be that you could not get your visas in the United States. You had to come to Ecuador to get them. Until I read a post that said Mai Tai could handle it for us. And at that point I corresponded with her, and that's how we heard about it. The reason we hired her was due to her being able to get us visas while we were still in the United States. That was very important to be able to handle everything before we actually came to the country, because we had heard about all the issues that could evolve about not having the proper paperwork and stuff once you were here, and getting her and Gringo Visas to solve the problem for us was wonderful. Everything was done long distance from Atlanta, correspondence via email, sending documents. Everything got done, taken care of, sending to the U.S. office, and then dealing with Mai Tai, and just taking care of everything from there. It all got completed, and we were able to go to the consulate there in Atlanta. It worked out perfectly for us.
Were there any surprises or specific requirements that you hadn't anticipated? And if that's the case, how did Mai Tai help you?
Not that we know that there were any problems, but knowing that we could get it taken care of all in the States before we came, and that we weren't going to run into time issues here and extensions and all that kind of stuff was really what we were looking for, and Gringo Visas definitely came through for us. We've even talked to several people since we've been here who still say, we were told flat out that you can't get visas before you come, that you have to do it in country. We've told everybody about Gringo Visas. So
my number one recommendation is being able to get you your visas while you are still out of the country. Getting everything taken care of, because you just hear the horror stories that people have when they come here and they don't have the right document, or they don't have the right FBI report. Having all that taken care of before you actually come to Ecuador is just a wonder.
And even once you're in country, for people that don't have their visas yet, Mai Tai, they just know how to do it. They know how to get it done, and they know which offices to refer you to, and where the process goes smoother, and where it's less documentation or more documentation, and all of that. And then for us coming in with already having our visas, the cedula process was just no problem whatsoever. We just met up with them and went and got the right notarized documents, and it was really, we had a very easy time compared to stories that other people were saying about how many times they had to go to the ministry and how much they had that was missing and everything. We had one small problem on our paperwork, and it was actually a misspelling. So we had to go to the ministry twice to get our cedulas instead of once, but it was a spelling error. So they knew what they were doing and got it done.
And to make sure that it went as smooth as possible. One less stressful thing that a lot of people seem to have when they come here, their visa issues are very, very stressful to them.
Ecuador is one of the leading countries to retire. It's fairly easy to obtain a visa in Ecuador if you have the correct documentation. There's a lot of myths and outdated information out there. If you come to Gringo Visas, you will make sure that we have the latest and updated information for you. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions at info@gringovisas.com.